Hello dear students, welcome to our education. So today we are going to read class 7th geography lesson 9, life in temperate grassland. So what are the important topics which we are going to cover in this lesson? They are, one is grassland and second is prairies and the third and last one is velds. Now let us start the lesson. What do you mean by grassland? See, it is mixture of two and the combination of two different words, grass plus land. It makes a grassland. So grassland can be defined as a region where grasses form the dominant type of plant life. As you can see in this image, only the grass is one thing which is dominating in this whole picture. I mean, the most important thing which we can find in this picture is that only grass. So you can hardly see any trees or any other shrub plant over in this region. So grassland are such areas where you will find a lot of grass all over as far as your eyes can go. World's grassland has two broad categories, those that occur in the temperate region and those that occur in the tropical region. Now what you mean by tropical region? This line is known as equator line. As you can see, it is written over here also. So equator is 0° latitude. So from equator to tropic of Cancer and from equator to tropic of Capricorn, this area, this region all over the globe is known as tropical region, and grasslands are mainly found in this region only. Next, let us talk about the prairies. The temperate grassland of North America are known as the prairies. One more thing, let me tell you. This area, I am telling you, this area is tropical grassland. Okay. Next is 1 minute. See, so from here to here, this is tropical area, and from this tropic of Cancer to Arctic circle, these are important lines of latitude, as you already have read about these things in class 6, right? So this area is temperate grassland area. Temperate means the climate where neither too hot nor too cold. Such region is known as temperate. Temperate means moderate, balanced. But this is tropical grassland. This area is tropical grassland, and tropical means extreme hot plus extreme it's not a cold region, actually it's very hot region. Tropical area is known as very hot region because the rays of the sun, they fall straight on this region, whereas the sun rays, they fall slanting on the temperate region. That's why it's not very hot area. As you can see, a whole of the Europe, whole of the America, this Russian territory, this all region falls in temperate region. And this is tropical region, South America, whole of the Africa, half of India and Sri Lanka, Australia. These region, they fall into tropical region. So this region will be known as temperate region and this region will be known as tropical region. Okay, now let us talk about temperate region. The temperate grassland of North America are known as prairies. So when we talk about America, there are two continents. One is North America and other is South America. So when we talk about North America, the grassland of North America, they have been given a name, and the name is prairies. It is a region of flat, gently slope. As you can see, there are hills, but they are not very steep hills, means they are very moderate and low height hills. Okay, for the most part prairies are treeless. As you can see, as far as your eyes go, you cannot see even a single tree over there. This whole area is covered with only grass, and the grass over here is very tall, up to 2 meters high. 2 meter means it is almost double to your height, and it dominates this landscape. Landscape means this area, and it is actually a sea of grass. In other words, it is also known as sea of grass. The prairies are bound by the Rocky Mountain. As you can see, this map is of North America, and you can see this region, this slightly uh, pink region, this is prairies. And the extent of prairies, as you can see with the help of this map, it is starting from America to Canada, and these are the three important countries of North America. One is Canada, one is USA, and the other is Mexico. But these prairies, they don't extend up to Mexico, they are extending on as you can see, 75% of the portion of the prairies, it lies in United States, and only 25% of the prairies, it is lying in Canada. So this is the region where you can see and where you can find prairies. And on one side, towards my left side, this is the region of Rocky Mountain. They are extending from this to this place, and to the west, and the Great Lakes in the east. Rocky Mountains, they are situated on the east side, and over here, this means towards my right side, here lies Great Lakes. The prairies cover parts of United States America and part of Canada. In the USA, the area is drained by the tributaries of Mississippi. So this area is being provided water or being irrigated with the help of Mississippi River. The way we have Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, very big river in our country, similarly Mississippi is also one of very big river in USA. And Canadian prairies are drained by the tributaries of Saskatchewan rivers. So this is the name of the river which is found in Canada and as well as in prairies. So this is the actual image of prairies grassland. As you can see, what is the height of and how tall the grass is. The grassland of prairies were the home of Native Americans, often called Red Indians. As you know, America was discovered by Columbus. Columbus, he had set out to find and to look for the sea route to India, but by mistake he reached the island of North America. And when he reached there, he saw a lot of people over there. These were the people who were almost looking like they were whitish and black in color. So he thought that he had landed in India, and that's why he gave them the name Red Indians. Later on, he found that the area where he had landed was actually not India. It was a new continent which he had discovered, and later it came to be known as North America. And these are the actual inhabitants. Mean, as we can see in our time, you must have heard about lot of film star, Bollywood stars and tennis players, as well as Donald Trump also. You see all white people over there, but they are not the actual or the real inhabitant, means real people who used to live in America. They have migrated from various European countries to North America, because what happened with the increase in the population in Europe, what happened, these people, to look for new place to live in, to look for new fields to do agriculture and do harvesting and other things, they reached North America later in 17th and 18th century, and thereafter they settled down there permanently and came to be known as American. But as you can see in this picture, these tribes, they are known as Red Indians. Other than Red Indians, the prairies are the home of other tribes also. They are Apache, the Crow, the Cree, and the Pony. So these are also the original or the real inhabitants of prairies. The climate, now let us talk about, is continental type with extreme temperature. Extreme means too hot and too cold. The summers are warm with temperature of around 20 degrees Celsius, while in winter it is minus 20 degrees Celsius, means it goes below minus 0 degree. So minus up to minus 20 degrees Celsius is goes the climate of grassland. And in winters, a thick blanket of snow covers this region. As you can see, this whole grassland is being covered, but as soon as it will go under the 0 degree Celsius, what will happen, the water will start freezing. So the whole region, it gets covered with this thick layer of snow. The annual rainfall is moderate. Moderate means neither too So as you can see, the annual rainfall is moderate, means neither too much nor too less. And this is the temperature, or this is the rainfall which is ideal for the growth of grass. Means this is a perfect condition for growing grass, because when it will be too much rainy, then what will happen, grass is, it will obviously grow, but there will a point will come when it will start getting rotting, सड़ने लग जाएगा. And too less of the rainfall will also get all the grass, it will dry up. Next is Chinook. Now what is Chinook? Chinook is a local hot wind that blows in winter, just like we have Purva in India. The wind which blows in India is known as Purva, and Lu is also one type of wind in India, but that is very hot wind which blows only in summers. But in prairies, Chinook is a local hot wind. This is hot, just like we have Lu in India, that blows in winter. And the difference is that just like Lu in India, it blows in summer, but this Chinook, it blows in winter, and that too when it is hot. So it makes the condition very good. Like in summers, when you feel or you face cool wind, then you will get a lot of relaxation. Similarly in winter, when you will face hot wind, you again will get very relaxation. And it, how does it help? And therefore it raises the temperature within a short time. This increases in the temperature results in the melting of snow. And what will happen when temperature will increase? As soon as the temperature will increase, this snow, it will start melting. And as soon as it will start melting, the grass will start growing. Because as long as this snow will be there to cover whole of this area, no grass or no other vegetation will be able to grow. Because you know, under snow nothing grows. So when Chinook starts blowing, this snow is also start melting, and as soon as it starts melting, the land again gets filled with green grass, which provides pasture land available for grazing of animals. Next, let's talk about flora and fauna. Flora means all the animals, all the vegetations, mean plants, trees, and fauna means all the animals. Prairies are practically treeless. There are no trees actually. In the earlier picture also I have shown you, see, as you can see, these are small patches of bushes or grass, but they are not even the plants. So as far as you can see, you will not find any tree. So it is treeless. Prairies is also treeless. Where water is available, trees such as willow, as you can see, this is willow tree. The people of America and European country, they use willow tree a lot. Alder tree, they make furniture out of these trees. And this is poplar. In India, we have started growing these trees in the our leftover fields, but what happened, there is a demerit of this tree. It just destroy all the fertility of the land and its surrounding area. So this is economically it is beneficial for the farmers, but what happens in the period of time, it destroys the fertility of the land. Places that receive rainfall of over 50 centimeter are suitable for farming as the soil is fertile, and agriculture is also done in the prairies. Though the major crop of this area is maize, other crops including potatoes, soybean, cotton, and alfalfa is also growing. As you can see, this is a new term which you have heard. So this is very beautiful type of vegetation. I too heard it for the first time. The name of this vegetation is alfalfa. As American people, they are very fond of corns, potatoes, right? And that's the reason why they are also a lot of obese children in America, because most of the time American are fond of eating such products which are most of the time made up of potatoes and corns. These areas are suitable for cattle rearing. As you can see, the prairies, they are the large land of grasses, so it is suitable for these people to rear a lot of cattle. Large cattle farms are called ranches in America or the prairies, and the people who look after these ranches, they are known as cowboys. Bison or the American buffalo is the most important animal of this region, means prairies. It nearly got extinct. Extinct means it was almost disappeared from prairies, but thereafter government of United State of America and Canada, they both worked together and made laws to protect this animal from being hunted, because people were hunting these animals on large scale. The way a lot of animals in our country also, they are on the edge of the extinct, because people somehow they go inside the forest and they hunt them for their profit, because you know the elephants, they are being hunted for their skin as well as their teeth, and rhinoceros also. There is one hippopotamus also. There is hippopotamus for its skin, for making leather out of it, and there are a lot of other animals which are whose skins or the other body parts are being used for trading. And this bison was on the edge of extinct, but due to the new policies of American government, now killing this animal is illegal. The other animals found in this region are rabbits and coyotes. It is also from the family of fox, looks like fox, but the name is coyote. The other animals found in this animal region are gophers, prairie dog. Let us talk about the people now. The people of this region are very hardworking. They have successfully harnessed technology to utilize this rich natural resource. Two of the most developed countries in the world, USA and the Canada, they both lie in this region because they have utilized these prairies. When we will find this much large scale of grassland, when I don't know what Indian people will start doing with those grassland, but the American, they have utilized this very properly. They have made large and very vast fields or farms on these places, and they have started doing agriculture on very large scale, and that's why the farmers of America and Canada, they are very prosperous and rich, unlike the farmers we have in India. Scientific methods of cultivation and use of tractors, harvesters and combines has made North America a surplus food producer, because the farmer of North America or the Canada, they have started using a very advanced technology which is used in agriculture. But in our country, we are still depending, a lot of Indian farmers, they still depend on the very orthodox and very the primitive means of agriculture. They are using oxens, they are using other handmade tools, whereas the people or the farmers in America, they use scientifically developed seeds as well as the tractors of very advanced models, and that's why they have made their country very rich in food production. The prairies are also known as the granaries of the world. Granaries mean, granaries is a place where you can store a large amount of food or the crops, means the places which are full of lot of food, means wheat, maize, corn, potato, rice. Take any of the crop, they have sufficient amount of it. Due to the huge surplus of wheat production, this region, prairie region, is also known as granaries of the world. Dairy farming. This is another major industry in prairies. The dairy belt extends from the Great Lakes to the Atlantic coast in the east. Dairy farming and extensive agriculture both promote setting up of good processing industries. So dairy farming is another major industry in this prairie region. As you can see, or you must have heard or seen somewhere on the internet or on the other media, channels, that the American people, they are very fond of pizza, burgers, and it requires lot of cheese, lot of bread, lot of butter, lot of milk to make all these products. That's why these farmhouses or these dairy farming is also very successful, and they are earning a lot of money by producing cheese and butter. Large mineral deposits are also found in this region, and basically they are coal and iron. And because they have these places, they have a very good network of roads. As you can see, the roads of America and the other developed countries, they are very extensive, means they are in very advanced form. Unlike in India, when we make road this year, next year they are not able to, that for the people to move on them, as they have lot of ditches and other uh, construction related problems in Indian roads. But American roads, they are very properly arranged and built. And railway network is also being provided. Secondly, canals, means the thing or the channels which provide them the water. And this is also, industrialization of America is also at the top level. Large mineral deposits, particularly in coal and iron, as you can see in this picture, also see the network of roads. All the industrial region, they have been provided with road. And you know, roads help these industries a lot, because whatever goods they manufacture in these factories, it becomes very easy and very convenient for them to transfer or to uh, supply it from one city to another. Important city in American prairies are Chicago. You must have heard this name. Chicago is one of the most populous cities in the world. Thereafter, Minneapolis, Indianapolis, Kansas, and Denver. These are important cities which are found in prairies of America. And in the Canadian prairies, the important cities are Edmonton, Saskatoon, Calgary, and Winnipeg. Now let us talk about the wells, and they are situated in Africa. Africa is a continent, okay? It's a continent, and this is tropical grassland. Tropical means, as you can see, this line is this line is equator. So 0 degree latitude of equator is passing from the center of this continent. So top as well as the bottom area of Africa, it lies in the tropical area. And tropical means too much hot, because as I told you earlier, the rays of sun, they fall straight on this region. That's why this area receives maximum heat from the sun, and lot of evaporation occurs here. And when lot of evaporation means lot of rainfall, and when lot of rainfall means lot of trees and forest. The Welsh name was given by the Dutch settlers before South Africa was colonized by the British. Colonize, what do you mean by colonize? The way India was colonized by Britishers means when a very developed country, they tried to control the resource and the people and the political situation of some poor country, that is being known as colonizing. So as India was the colony of Britisher, means we were under the rule of Britishers. Similarly, Africa was also under the rule of Dutch, Britishers, and other European countries. The Dutch means the people who are of Holland. So when Dutch left, then came Britishers. So Dutch, they have given this name Veld to this region. The temperate grassland of South Africa are called the velds. Velds are rolling plateaus with varying heights ranging from 600 meter to 1100 meter. So you need to note down that the height of this veld area, this is veld area, the height of the mountains or the hill of this region is 600 meter to 1100 meter. It is bound with the Drakensberg mountain. This is Veld. This area, as you can see, this is Veld region. So Drakensberg mountain, let us find out in this. To its west, it is on the eastern side. It means these mountains are on the eastern sides, and to its west lies Kalahari desert. As you can see, this is Kalahari desert on the eastern side. On the northeastern part, high wells are located. This is northeastern side, and this region is known as high wells are located that attain a height of more than 1600 meter. Means you can find up to the height of 1600 meter plateaus, not the mountains. Plateaus are almost covered with the stones. And next is, look at the map of Africa. Name the countries that are covered by wells. This is Veld area, and these are the countries which are being covered by Veld. The tributaries of river Orange and Limpopo drain this region. The way Mississippi River was draining the prairies in Africa, these two rivers, Orange River and Limpopo rivers, they are one who is providing water to these wells. Wells lies in the southern hemisphere. When it is summer, summers in wells, what season would be in the prairies? Means when there is summer in southern hemisphere and America it lies in northern hemisphere, then the season will be winter over there. And when it will be winter in southern hemisphere, then it will be summer in northern hemisphere. What is the climate? The wells have a mild climate due to the influence of the Indian Ocean. And you know the Indian Ocean, the whole Indian Ocean portion, that is very hot. Winters are cold and dry. Temperature vary between 5 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius. And July is the coldest month. Just like we have June, July, they are the hot month in our country, but the southern hemisphere and this Veld area, they have the July as the coldest month. Summers are short and warm. Johannesburg records about 20 degree Celsius temperature in the summer. So 20 degrees Celsius is not too much, because in India we normally face 40 to 45 degrees Celsius of temperature during the summer time. The wells receive rainfall mainly in the summer months from November to February. So because this region is this time is summer for them, and this time is winter for us, because we are living in the northern hemisphere and wells, they are in the southern hemisphere. So it happens just opposite to what climate is in our country. So November to February we have cold weather, and the people of Veld, they have it summer season. This is mainly because of the warm ocean currents that wash the shores of the wells. If the rainfall is scanty in the winter months from June till August, drought may occur. और अगर थोड़ा सा भी रेनफॉल यहाँ पे कम हो जाता है, then what happens, वहाँ पे almost सूखा पड़ने की नौबत आ जाती है. That's why you must have heard that lot of portion of Africa is covered with Sahara desert. Flora and fauna, let us talk about. The vegetation cover is sparse. Vegetation means there are no more trees, no plants, nothing. Only grass is dominating in this area. Red grass grows in bush velds. So as you can see, this color is red in color. So that's why it is known as red grass. In the high velds, acacia, this is acacia tree, and marula, sorry, not tree, it's almost like bush or a plant. So these are the two plants which can be found in Veld region, acacia and marula. The animals of the Velds are primarily lion, kudu, Lion is also found in our country, and this animal is known as kudu, and this is leopard, this is cheetah. Both are very similar in their looks, but there is one main and important difference between these two, and it is their spots. As you can see, the spot of leopard, they have some gap in between. At the center there is gap, whereas the spots of cheetah, they are completely filled with black color. As you can see, can you see these spots and see this spot? So there is difference. This is whole black spot, but there is some gap in between. The center of this spot, they are not completely black. And the eyes color also, there is almost like black color spot on the both side of his face, starting from his eyes to his mouth, but there are not no black spot for the leopards. Velds are known for cattle rearing and mining. The way people were doing in prairies, here also people of Veld also, they do cattle rearing and mining also. Mining is what? When we dug the earth to take out lot of minerals out of earth, that is known as mining. The soil is not very fertile, but the soil was very fertile in prairies, but in velds the soil is not fertile. Why it is so? Because due to the presence of discontinuous grasses exposing barren surfaces, because the grasses, they are not always available in this veld area, because in the summer season all this grass, it gets dried up. So that's why the humidity as well as the fertility of this area is not so good. However, where the land is fertile, crops are grown. The main crops are maize, again wheat, barley, oats and potato. Cash crop. What do you mean by cash crop? Such crops which are specially grown only for the purpose of sale, like tobacco, sugarcane and cotton are also grown. Dairy farming is the next important occupation in Veld. Cattle are reared in the warmer and wetter regions, and the dairy products like butter, cheese are produced for both domestic supply as well as for exporting it. Exporting it means sending it from one country to other countries of the world. The Velds have rich reserve of minerals. Iron and steel industry has developed, where coal and iron are also present. Gold and diamond minings are major occupation of the people of this region. In India, the maximum amount of gold is being produced in Karnataka or South India. Similarly, in the world, the maximum amount of gold is being produced in is found in Veld area or the African area. Johannesburg is known for being the gold capital of the world. The people of Africa, they are most of the time engaged in gold mining or the diamond mining. So when they find this soil, there are always the traces of gold in this soil. Thereafter it is being dried up, polished, and finally it is being given as the shape of this shiny product, which is known as gold bars. And diamonds are also very popularly found in Veld region. That's why Johannesburg is also known as the gold capital of the world. As you can see, the cricketers of West India or West Indies or Africa, they are very fond of gold. Kimberley is famous for its diamond mine. Kimberley is a place in African region, and they have lot of diamond mines. See, mines are like such are the mines. This is one of the example of mine. And later on, when it was kept open, this well was kept open. When all the amount of diamond was taken out from this well, then it was left over, and this hole has been filled with this natural rainfall or natural water. And mining of diamond and gold in South Africa led to the establishment of trade ties with Britain, and gradually South Africa became a British colony. और South Africa में इतना सारा gold और इतना सारा diamond वगैरह देख के ही what happened, the people of European countries, they got attracted for this region, and they came and they started ruling these regions. So that's the end of the lesson, and these are the important questions. You can pause the video and try to give the answers. Thank you, and please do like our channel, that is Wow Education. Please subscribe it, share the videos as well. Thank you so much.